All right, guys. I'm finally going to get out, do a little shed hunting, and hopefully film something for you. Chance and I are going to go out. It's been warm enough. We've got some south faces up here that are open and I can walk around in. Anyways, the other day on a video, I got a comment from a guy who was absolutely just, I don't know if irate's the word, but he was mad. He was just lost all respect for anybody that hunts a private piece of property that's been managed for deer. Food plots, timber stand improvement, natural forage areas. Didn't want any of that. Thought it was cheating. Should be illegal to hunt places like that, even if you own them. Sounds kind of ridiculous and un-American to me. He was also wicked mad about guys who name deer. Now, just to touch upon that real quick, deer, bear, all wild game. If there's an infamous one that's really hard to get, has really big antlers, does something really different, has a weird track, they've been named for centuries. Old Mossy Horns. Old Ephraim was a big bear that back in the 1800s or something. Old Reelfoot was way back too. Just these big killer bears and stuff. These giant deer always have had names. We use names so we have something to put on a folder. If I have a specific deer, it's basically to help organize things on the computer. And it just kind of adds to the whole drama thing while you're out hunting. It just kind of gives it a little something. It's not silly. We're not doing something that's not been done. So whatever. If you don't want to name your deer, don't. I do it. I'm sorry. The other thing was, as far as this whole thing with the land goes, this is a private landowner who has posted his property and owns it. He can do whatever he damn well pleases as long as it's within the law. All right? Food plots are not illegal. And technically, I don't like my guys that I do the consultations to hunt over a food plot. If you hunt over a food plot when you kill things, it tells them that there's danger there and they stop using it. Basically, a food plot should be used to feed your deer during the summer. We could get into the whole thing whether you have enough food or not, but we'll wait for another video. It's your land. You do what you want as long as it's within reason and as long as it's legal. All right? And as far as I can tell you right now, that if you have a piece of property, everything 5 miles around that is going to benefit from you doing things on your property. Timber stand improvement, food plots, natural forage areas, all that kind of stuff helps everybody around it. And here's a couple of matter of facts. As a matter of fact, I have a 1,000 acre piece of property that every year, the biggest bucks on that property generally get shot about a mile off that property almost every year. At least one or two of them get shot someplace else, not on that 1,000 acres. So just think about that. A mile off in that 1,000 acres that they fed on all summer, they're getting shot someplace else. I had one buck that was on another piece of property who is just a really nice deer. It's behind me here, 158 inches I think it was, gross. He got shot 9 miles away. I had another one that was a 140 class 9-pointer that we had on a 600 acre piece all summer long, making big loops and everything on the property. He ended up getting shot 6 miles away. So just because you have 1,000 acres of posted property doesn't mean the deer stay there. And for all you hunters that don't own property, if you hunt somewhere around that, you're going to benefit, especially if there's been a whole bunch of improvement on that property. I don't understand this whole thing against hating somebody who's got the means and the time to do that, because let them spend their money, because it's going to help you guys as hunters who are hunting the public land around it. 5 mile radius around that property. That's quite a bit. It's going to help. So that said, I don't know what else can I say except for maybe the guy's just jealous because he can't buy a piece of property. Maybe he's a really crappy hunter and he just has to have an excuse. I don't know. He may be a nice guy. He may be old school. He may be 90 years old and going back to the day it was. But if you have all old growth forest, you're not going to have big bucks. You've got to have some type of food. And these guys who are doing it, God bless them, because they're all helping you guys. Believe it or not. I mean, I got the proof. So anyways, enough said. I'm going to go shed hunting. That's just my feeling. And please keep commenting because I love it. Anyways, talk to you later.